Hi, I'm Susan Kennard and welcome to my YouTube channel. I wanted to share a couple of things with you because one of the things that happens to people when they're trying to manifest is that they get so overwhelmed with life and with everything going on that the universe actually can't hear the frequency of what they're trying to manifest. So I wanted to share something with you, which I find really useful and I use with my clients and my members a lot. And I wanted to share it with you. But before I share it with you, I wanted to tell you that if you imagine that you have all these thoughts, you have all these feelings, and you have like an outhouse or a shed, and imagine the two of them being very similar. So you've got your shed, we call it a shed here in the UK. You've got your shed, and in the shed is somebody's bike, pots and pans, sometimes things for the garden, like different implements for the garden, perhaps some old rubbish that you haven't dealt with yet, some wood, something else that you need to deal with you've never dealt with, you've just put it in the shed or the outhouse. And all of those aspects cluttered up and untidy, pots of paint, everything like that, that is a reflection of how your mind is and your brain is. And another analogy could be a suitcase. You stuff everything in a suitcase, and that suitcase is completely full. There's no room for anything else. Okay. That's kind of a couple of analogies if you think about your mind, if you're feeling overwhelmed. And the majority of this information that's in your brain, this clutter that's in your brain, is sometimes not even yours. So it comes from, your parents as a child, it comes from, ancestral stuff that you've brought in, epigenetics that you've brought in, which is thought forms rather than genetics. And you have all of those aspects, and they're filling up your mind. And another key thing is trauma. So when you've experienced quite a lot of trauma, then you have something called brain fog. And people talk about that a lot at the moment, actually, where they can't think properly or they can't remember things. And usually that is because there are so many memories in the brain. There's different parts of the brain, but in, let's just say, the brainstem, which has got no language, it's our kind of fight and flight aspect. When we're holding all of that, PTSD, whatever it might be, when we're holding all of that, then there isn't any space for us to take on any new information. So as we're not able to take on any new information, and then we're trying to create an amazing life, we're trying to manifest, we're trying to, create, maybe step into our mission, whatever we might be doing, it's all jumbled up. And we might think we know what we're manifesting, but what we get back is this jumbled experience of just bits and pieces, and it doesn't make any sense. So I have a tip. Okay. So a really good tip is something called the universe list. I call it the universe list. So you get a piece of paper. We say A4 here in the UK, so sort of this sort of size. Okay. And you draw a line down the middle. Actually, I might do it for you and just show you how to do it. So you draw a line down the middle. Okay. So like this, can you see? Maybe, yeah. So a line down the middle and a line across. Okay. On the one side, you write your name. And so I'm going to put Susan. And the other side, you write universe. There's a bit of a scribble there, but you can see that my name's there and universe is there. And so on the side that has your name, you write one or two things that you can achieve. Okay. So that might be, you're going to make a phone call or you're going to send an email or whatever it might be. And on the universe list, you write everything that you have no idea how it's going to happen, but you want it to happen. So it might be that you want to meet your divine complement, you want to move house, you want to align fully to your mission, you want to clear a debt that you have in your bank, yeah, so or a debt to someone or whatever it might be. So you write all of that on the universe list, okay? Now, the reason for doing this is essentially what you're doing is you are handing over all of those things that you would like to create or experience, but that you haven't got any idea how it's going to happen. So you're essentially taking them out of your suitcase or out of your shed and you're putting them on paper. Okay, so just take a moment for that. Take a nice deep breath. Good. So as you're putting it on paper, you're essentially telling the universe that's what you want. And it's no longer jumbled. It's on a big long list and it's not jumbled. It's exactly in a place of order. And then you get on with just doing those two things. You can do more than two, but if two feels okay, just do two. And if more feels okay, then do more. And what you'll find is because you've handed that over, you've essentially freed up a space in your mind, okay, which frees up a space in your heart, which frees up a space in your energy field, okay? So it's just a tip. Obviously, what is really important is to do the inner work. And the inner work would be the trauma. It would be the perceptions of belief. It would be those feelings of disappointment or not being able to forgive somebody else or whatever it might be. So that would be your inner work, your inner child work. And obviously I can help you with that, but and others can help you with that as well. But essentially, this is just step one. So what you can do then is you can watch what happens because the universe will start giving you signs. Yeah. And you'll start realizing that on that list that you have been able to achieve, you can write a couple more things that you can achieve. And just the feeling of that alone will allow you to have that sense of upliftment. So I hope you've enjoyed that tip. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please share it if you feel somebody in your life feels overwhelmed and they need this tip. Or if you feel overwhelmed and you feel, oh my goodness, yeah, this is going to help me and I'm going to send it to my friend or whatever, just share. Feel free to share it wherever you want. And then we can help more people find that peace, align to their mission and step fully into their power. Thanks very much. I will see you very soon. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now. Lots of love.